Hi friends, welcome into the electric info world. For a conceptual knowledge, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Today we are going to discuss on the topic of testing and maintenance of a transformer, that is part 2. In the electrical engineering, testing and maintenance plays an important role and different tests should be carried out into this presentation. There are different tests of a transformer. One of them, that is polarity test. It is the test which is conducted on a both primary and secondary windings of the transformer, and also to know the direction of the current. It helps in interconnecting the primary winding and secondary winding in the case of parallel operation of transformer. The importance of polarity test is that by knowing the polarity of different windings, we can able to avoid the short circuits while parallels operating the transformer. This is the polarity test circuit diagram is there. As shown in a figure, the voltmeter is connected across the 2 points of the primary and secondary. Now apply the supply to the primary winding. If the voltmeter shows nearly equal to the E1 minus E2, then the polarity is said to be subtractive in nature. This is the polarity is subtractive in nature is this one. And if it is nearly equal to the E1 plus E2, then the polarity is said to be the additive in nature. This is shown in a figure B. E1 and E2, E1 and E2 are the voltage or induced EMF across the primary winding and secondary winding of a transformer, which is known by voltmeter from the transformer specification is there. If the additive polarity is required and find out polarity, if the additive polarity is required and find out polarity is subtractive, then just reverse the direction of one winding, that is primary or secondary. That is a simple test of polarity test which is carried out on the transformer. Next test is phasing out test. This particular test of the transformer which is carried out, only the three-phase transformer is there. There are three windings of primary as well as secondary windings which is identified belonging to the same place. As shown in a figure, the three-phase transformer is short-circuited expected primary and secondary of a first winding. A low voltage DC supply is given through the battery source to the primary winding to the terminals of the secondary winding, which is not short circuited. The key K is connected as shown in a figure. If the key K is pressed or closed, then the deflection is seen by the galvanometer. Similarly, galvanometer is connected to the other secondary windings and procedure is to be repeated. The winding across which maximum deflection occurs in the secondary phase winding, then that corresponds to the primary winding which is to be connected is there. Repeated procedure is done for remaining windings. This is simple phasing out test of a transformer. Next test which is seen in the transformer is nothing but back-to-back test, or it is also called as Sapner test. The Sapner test or back-to-back test can be employed on only the when two identical transformers are available. Both transformers are connected to the supply such that one transformer is loaded on another. Primary of two identical transformers are connected in a parallel across the supply, and secondary are connected in a series such that EMF of them are opposite to each other. This one. This is the connection or circuit diagram of a transformer, that is a back-to-back test. In the circuit diagram, the T1 and T2 are the identical transformers. Secondaries of them are connected in a voltage opposition, that is voltage terminal or induced EMF across the E and F terminal and induced EMF across terminal G and H are equal and opposite in direction. Both the EMFs are cancelled to each other as the transformers are identical. In this case, as per the superposition theorem, no current flows through the secondary winding. No current flows through the secondary winding, and thus no load test is stimulated. The current drawn from V1 is equal to the 2 of no load current, that is V1 is equal to 2 I naught, that is double of no load current, where I naught is equal to the no load current of each transformer. Thus input power can be measured by a wattmeter W1 is there. That particular power is nothing but iron losses of transformer, that is a Pi is equal to W1 upon 2, that is a half of the each transformer. Now small V2 is injected into the transformer with the secondary transformer with the help of low voltage transformer. This is a low voltage transformer is injected V2 into the two transformers. The voltage V2 is adjusted so that the rated current I2 flows through it, the secondary. In this case, both primary and secondary carries the current. Therefore, short circuit test is stimulated. W2 shows the total copper losses of the transformer. W2 it shows the total copper losses of the transformer, and this particular copper losses per transformer is given by W2 upon 2 is there. This is simple test, that is back to back or Sapner test. This particular test should be both losses can be calculated, that is iron losses and copper losses are there. Due to that particular copper losses and iron losses, we can simply find out the full load efficiency of each transformer by this formula, that is output divided by output plus iron losses plus copper losses into 100. This is a simple back to back test, or it is also called as Sapner test. Next test is nothing but oil test of a transformer. This test should be carried out for checking the dielectric strength of the oil. There are two transformers are used, that is one is a auto transformer and second one is a high voltage transformer. The two electrodes of a stainless steel are kept into the test cell. This is a test cell is there. Maintain the gap between two electrodes, that is 2.5 mm. The variable voltage is applied to the primary of HV transformer, that is high voltage transformer. The circuit breaker is connected between the supply voltage and to the transformer, auto transformer, for the safety purpose is there. After the applied voltage is reached to the maximum level of a breakdown voltage, then finally breakdown is occurs across the electrodes. This testing device will measure the breakdown voltage and report it. Finally, the transformer oil test is completed. Permissible dielectric strength of oil is about 30 kV to the 50 kilovolt. Therefore, we can conducted all the test which is carried out on the transformer. Comments in the comment box for further queries. Thank you.